a row that contains some of the tools. Like we have a tool as a open a new file. If you want to open a new file, you can open it. Open existing file, saving a file, save as a file, print a file, undo. Now these tools are the same that you have already learned in the Microsoft Word. Now here we have some menu bars. We have a home screen, insert, and some others. So first of all, we are at home, and at home we have several toolbars are there. First section for the toolbar is a draw toolbar. Now here you see that we have a draw toolbar. We have several draw tools are there. What are the main common tools that we use? Line, polyline, circle, arc, a rectangle, ellipse or a central circle, then hash. Have you learned about the hash already? No, later we'll learn about it. Then we have a section for the modifier. Modifier means like it is a change, making a change in objects. Then we have some annotation in which we give a addition of a text and the dimensions and the layers. We work in the layers, and then we have a section for the block. Then we have a section for the properties. All the objects that we draw in the AutoCAD should have some properties, like what is the color for the object, what is the type of a line, thickness of a line. Those also can be altered. Then we have either the objects are grouped or ungrouped. Then we have some utilities like a measurement, locating a point. Then we have a section for the clipboard. While we copy the object, we have a clipboard that we can use it. And then we have several views for the object. Right now we are working on one single plane. Now let's consider the bottom section. Here at the bottom section, here you see that the XY is already written over here. When I come closer to the XY, so it is highlighted. Is it highlighted? It is converted into the yellow color. What it is called? It is called as UCS. What it is called? UCS, Universal Coordinate System. Universally, as we draw the XY components, X is on a horizontal axis and Y is vertical. So whatever the object we draw in XY plane. Then below this we have several tabs. A model tab, I have already discussed about it. The model tab contains the workspace. So this is a whole workspace, and within a workspace, this black color screen is the model space. And then if I click on the layouts, look at that. Now I am in a page mode. By default, page mode is either A4 or nearer by the A4. We can increase the size of a page. Similarly, we can have multiple layouts. Layout number 2. We can add another layout. Layout 3. Okay, now I'm in the drawing mode again. Here we have toggle buttons. Here we have a toolbar that contains several buttons. These are called the toggle buttons. So here we are in the model mode. The first button is the grid mode. Can you see that the small lines are there on the drawing? Can you screen the drawings and lines and ironing? So if I click on the display off, so all the lines are vanished. Grid lines are used to help while we object small objects and we need a reference, like we draw the objects in a graph paper. Have you saw the graph paper? So similarly, grids will work over here. Right now I have off it. Similarly, then we have another mode is what it is called? Ortho mode. What it is mode called? Ortho mode. Through this ortho mode, we can only draw straight lines, either horizontal or vertical. What we can do? Now let's click on the drawing tool. I have clicked on the drawing tool. Once I click on the drawing tool, is the cursor is changed? Is the cursor is changed now? So now click on the any section, our drawing, and the first click. After a first click, now here you see that line is moving. So this is called a rubber band line. You can alter the line upward, downward, increase the length of a line, decrease the length of a line. The line is not yet drawn until and unless I will make another click. We'll click on the line because line is a 2-dimension. I need to express a start point and end point. So when I click a first point, that was a start point. When I click on the second point, say for example, I have clicked on the second point. So a line has been drawn. First line is complete. Do you want to draw another line or you want to finish? If you want to draw a consistent line, then you click on the another point. The lines will be drawn continuously. The line उठाना जेतरी उठायो ठीक है line उठाना. When you want to finish, what's the method? Either you press enter key or you press skip key. Skip key solva हर वक्त ये इस्तेमाल करना mostly. Skip the So I want to get rid of these lines. So what I do, I will click on the empty click and here mode केड़ा कर सकते selection mode. So selection mode में हिते मात्र one click किया ही imaginary की window चाहिए. And so जी के line के touch थी करे वो highlight थी थे. So this is selection mode. Lines are being selected. I have selected all the lines which are touching the section. Sub select them. When I click it, now here see that lines are selected. Sub lines select them. Now skip je right side पे जितने यो वडो section पूरा करते हैं थे कोई बटन है delete जो बटन है skip वाली line में हला ना लो right side पे delete है ना बटन ही नम पेड़ आज को नंबर ना आरो उन्ना खा right side पे को delete बटन है इन्हें कितना है चाहते all the lines. So easy tool. Draw a line, erase it. Let's click on the line again. Now let's draw a line with the precision. Precision means after starting the line from a required point, I have to mention the size. What I have to mention? Right now here you see that what is the size visible now? How much size is visible over here? What is the length of a size? Length of a line. If I want to exactly make a 5 unit size, so what I will do? I will alter it. So 5 ये band डाल दूँ क्या? Is it easy? Exactly 5 भी है तो तावट. But only click 5 from the keyboard. 5 and enter. लिखो 5 and enter. Exactly a line for the 5 unit has been drawn. That's all. Now how is it easy? How easy it is to draw a 5. So now I want to draw another line. This time I want to draw a line for 7 units. But 7 units, not a straight line. I want to draw a 7 unit at the angle of 45. So how I can do that? So first of all, I will click on the from the keyboard 7. So is the dimension is changed? Don't press enter. Only say press 7, and then on the left hand side of your keyboard there is a one key tab, tab tab. Number वाली key के बाद है tab. Click on the tab. When I click on the tab, look at that. The cursor, which is on the 7 point, is now changed from 7 to 42. It is changed to step 42. Now we can alter also the angle. Now here you can see that the line is locked. Can you see the lock available on the 7? Can you see the line lock? साथ के साथ lock आ गया. This lock. What this lock says कि line जो है 7 इंच की बनेगी. अब कम ज़्यादा नहीं होगी because I have already given a dimension. But still I can change an angle. Can I give a certain angle at it? Just I'm interested to make an angle of 45. I just write 4, 5 and press enter. Exactly a line has been made. So I want to skip. So what is a method to skip? Finish the line. Skip command. Skip the line खत्म थी. We were over here. We were talking about this command, ortho. What I said to you about ortho? Straight lines. Now, is the ortho is active or on or off? Is the ortho is on or off? By default, off. Make it on. Click it. So it's now it's highlighted. And here you see that ortho on is available. Is this section is visible to you? Is this small window is available to you? ये रिसेंट में चाहिए था ये विंडो था रिसेंट में चाहिए ये इतने पहिया. This is a command window. Any action we perform, it is visible over here. What we can do with the ortho, after the ortho is selected, select the line command. When I click on the first line, now look at that, I can only draw a horizontal line or I can only draw a vertical line. I am unable to draw any inclined line. Ortho mode, after selecting the ortho mode, either I am able to draw a horizontal line either on the right hand side or the left hand side, or the vertical line, upward or downward. Bas. This is the purpose for the ortho. Then we have this is a section in which we have snap points. Click on this section. We have several snap points. So, is the end point is selected? End point, midpoint, center, intersection. Some of them are selected, some of them are not selected. Okay. From here, from this square section, click on here. So end point, midpoint and center, these some are selected, some are not selected. What's the purpose for these all? Say for example, I have considered, I have uncheck all. I have uncheck all except the end point. Except the end point. Only the end point is selected. Okay. Now let's back move from over here. If I click on the line command, I want to draw a line from the end of this section. So when I close to the end of any line, look at that. What is happening? Is the boxes appeared? Green color box. This green color box shows that end point. And when I make a close contact, it is automatically magneted to the contact point. Mana end point select thing dili panj point. Mabi ka nail line thad jando in end point ka thad jando. So I can do easily. My object ke te end point thad. So can I have any midpoint? If I want a midpoint between these two, can I draw a midpoint? No, because midpoint is not selected. Again, we can go to the box over here. It's a snap cursor point, and here I will active the midpoint. Right now, the midpoint is not active. Midpoint ke active karna aap wo hane chahino. Asad midpoint bachi ni. This is midpoint achi. Midpoint section is triangle. End point is square, and midpoint is triangle. So now I can draw a line from the midpoint. Inner line is midpoint, inner line is midpoint, inner line is midpoint, but inner line is midpoint. inner line, midpoint, very inner line, midpoint, all are there. Now let's have a practice for the circle. I click on the circle and come over here, click on the any point. What is written in the command window? What is written in the command window? Read the command window. What the command window says? Specify a center point of a circle. So the AutoCAD assign to base center point बताओ या बारी against बताओ or you have some options. Either you specify the center point of a circle, like we draw a circle, we draw through the compass. So we set a pin at the center point and then we cross it. So by default is the setting is that we have to specify this any point. If I click on any point after selecting the circle, the center circle from the center. So I can increase or decrease the size. Increase or decrease the size. K3 now. What is now is the statement in the command window is same or it is changed? Hekade click hampo. Change है ऐसा किया? Change है. छा तो आने से. Specify radius of a circle. If I have a radius of a circle, then I can give a radius of a circle. Say for example, I want to draw a circle with having a radius of 3 points. Right now we are not working on the units. We are working on the 3 as a digit. 3 feet, 3 millimeters, any of the units, because we are working on the model, not on a piece of the paper. So let's say if I say that 3, so 3 will be the radius. So a circle has been drawn having the radius of a 3. Now let's draw another circle. I'm erasing these all. Let's draw another circle. This time I have clicked on the center point. Now what the command line says? What the command line says? Specify the circle, or what is written in the bracket? Diameter. I have 2 options available. Either I will click on the diameter through the mouse, or I will write a D. Which letter is highlighted? From the diameter, which letter is highlighted? D. So if I write only a D from the keyboard and press enter, now look at that. The command window has been changed. What he says there right now? Specify the diameter. Previously, the AutoCAD was asking from me specify the radius. So I must have to give a radius. But if I am interested to give it the diameter in spite of a radius, so I have pressed the D. So now if I say that diameter is 6. Now look at the size of both circles. Is the size of both circles is same? Can we active the command through the command window? Say for example, I want to start the line command. So the simplest shortcut for the line command through the command window is write L. When you press L and enter, the line command is active. Now this time I am drawing a line from a center of a circle. Bring your cursor near to the center of a circle. Now here you see that center of a circle is highlighted. So I am clicking the one center and joining the line through the second center. So when I click any of the object, once I click on the object, so now here I see the grip, the center grip. Now look at that. This is called a selection cursor. Why it is called selection cursor? Because once you bring the cursor near to the point, near to the center point, and click it, now I can drag the line from one place to another place. From one place to another place. If I drag the corner, I can increase the size of a line or decrease the size of a line. Okay. If I click on the circle, so if I click from the center point, I can move the circle. But from any of the tangent point, if I click, I can increase the size, or either I can decrease the size of a circle. Say for example, I have drawn a circle for radius of a 3. I want to change it to 6. Just click and say 6. Enter. It is changed. So how easy it is. One circle having the diameter for 2, radius of a 4. Let's consider another circle. Now we have to draw a concentric circle. We have to consider the center. And this is off. O-synapse is off. So I'm considering this on. And now, what will be the diameter, or what will be the circle, radius of the second circle? What will be the radius of second circle? 2.5, because diameter is 5. So the radius will be half of that, 2.5. So I will consider 2.5. Enter. So both the radius are there. Now if I can initiate the zoom out, and if I click on the wheel के press करना तो pen चाहिए, pen sign is drawing की थोड़ा मत करे. Then I go to the line command and just click on the any tangent quadrant, and at an imaginary distance I will click on the line. Then I will go to the second tangent. Now look at that. My line is being traced with the green imaginary line. When I come closer to the horizontal, it is automatically attracted as horizontal. Click again over here. So this is the one line, external line. What's the length for the circle? So now I can make a horizontal line. Can I make a horizontal line? By clicking the ortho. When I click the ortho, I need only a vertical line, so vertical line is easy to draw. What's the length of a line? 6 feet. So I will 6. I enter 6 and enter. And for the horizontal, 5 and enter. 5 and enter. And then I go upward and select the corner. And then I press the skip key to exit from the line command. Now here I will click this short line. This short line was just for a reference. I don't need furthermore. So just I am deleting it. So now we have to draw two hidden lines. So I am clicking first of all. We will draw all the lines as a continuous line. So for the reference, the line should be from the tangent of an inner circle. I will click up from the line. Click on the perpendicular. Now here you see that perpendicular section is selected because I have selected the perpendicular cursor. I will click on the perpendicular. Then I click at the bottom, perpendicular, and press enter in order to exit the line. So there are two methods to exit the line command. Either I press a skip or I press the enter command. Again I will enter. If I press again enter, the last line will automatically, the last command will automatically activate it. When I press only the enter key, the last command is automatically active. Our last command is line, that's why the last command is now activated. So now I'm considering zoom out, again considering the tangent from here. Click on the tangent, click on the perpendicular at this section and vertical down. Click over here and press skip command. Now I don't need this line and this line, these two sections. So I'm selecting these two and deleting them. So consider, in order to show the whole objects available on the drawing, what I will use, I will press Z. Z for zoom, Z and then enter. After Z enter, I will use E for extended. E and enter. All the objects will be available. Now all the objects which is available on the drawing will be available. Z enter, E enter. Z means zoom command. Zoom command is activated, and from the zoom command I select a extended mode. So extend my drawing to the all objects. That is the purpose. Let's talk about the properties. Here you can see the properties. In the first we have a color, then we have a line weight, how thick line is that one, and then third is the line type. So if you see the figure, we need the hidden line. These two lines, these two inner lines, we want to convert them into the hidden lines. So first and foremost thing, we can select the object and change the color. Like I want to make the red color circles, I have make them a circle, red. Further, if I want to consider the change in a dimension, I will select the inner line and go to the section from line section. So do you see any type of a hidden line? Is the hidden line is available over here? No, continuous, and that's all. But here you see one button for the other types of a line. Press enter for the other. When we enter the other types of a line, we have another window is available. Now here, this window shows all the line types that are available that can be used in this drawing. Only right now we have a continuous line. Only one line type of is available. We can load the line. Here there is a button for the load. What is the actual thing is that different types of lines are already available in the AutoCAD, in the library, AutoCAD library. From the library, we have to select a particular type of a line that we want to use in the overdrawing. As we want to use a hidden line, so we will load the drawing. When I click the load drawing, when I click the load, so now here another window appears. If I drag to the downwards, now here I can see a hidden line. Is the hidden line is available? Line type hidden. Select line type hidden and say OK. After select line the hidden, say OK. When you click OK, now the hidden line is visible in this menu. If it is visible, now you can use this line in your drawing. And again press OK. Now select the inner section line, click over here, line type and consider hidden. Now here your line is hidden. Look at that, line in line becomes hidden. Select the second line that we want to convert. Select this line. I want to change the property for this line from a continuous to the hidden, and just click on the hidden. Our purpose has been served. One last thing. Can we give a dimension? Yes, we can give a dimension directly. So here we want to give a dimension for what? Here you see that here there is a button for the dimension, a linear. Here there is arrow. If I click on the arrow, so I have several options available. So what type of a line we want to give? Say for example, I am interested to give the diameter. So let's click on the diameter. Once I click on the diameter, look at the shape of a cursor. What is the shape of a cursor right now? A square. Previously, you saw the two different shapes of a cursor. The first by default is a square with the crosshair. Plus sign रहली ना, उनके जगह से crosshair. Draw to draw माना वो जो को पहले वाले draw भी कर सके तो select भी कर सके तो वही कम कर सके तो. Whereas this only box shows box shows the called the pick cursor. Now he say that look into the command window. What command window says? What the command window says? Arc or circle. That means we have to select any arc or a circle. Assign he circle and inner circle. So inner circle के माँ click करने उस तब ये diameter उठाएं. So diameter लिखे जी 4. If I zoom in, here I can say this is 4. I outer jala मैं वरी click किया, outer jala 5. Both the dimensions are there. Are the both dimensions are there? I can also give a different type of a dimension, like a standard that I have drawn in a drawing as a linear. When I click on the linear, so what I have to consider? I have to consider 2 points. Dimension start kitna the, end kitne the. Start point, this is the start point, that one is the end point. Only 2 clicks are required, so this will give you the dimension. Again on the linear, first point and the last point 4. I can change the color for the dimension to the yellow, so it looks good. I only select the dimensions and change the color for the dimension as the yellow. Skip. Zoom to extend. So all the dimensions are there. One dimension is missing, height. So we can consider again a linear tool. Click on the linear tool. From bottom to the top, from this point to this point, the length is 6 feet, 6 inches. Whatever the inches there, whatever the unit is there, we are not concerned with the unit right now. We are concerned with the dimension. I'm selecting this dimension and changing the color to the yellow. Skip command and zoom and extend. It's okay.